In this video, we're going to look at an $80 device that will make it easy for you to get these pan and rotating shots. That device is the Neewer Video Motorized Auto Dolly, and you can get it on Amazon for $82 in the US or £56 in the UK. Essentially, it's a three-wheel remote control dolly on which you can mount your camera and shoot panning or rotating shots. So let's have a look at what's in the box. When we open up the box, we find a customer care leaflet and an instruction manual, which is fairly basic, I must say. And there's also a basic instruction leaflet in German. And as always, there's a little do not eat sachet. There's a USB lead in the box that allows you to connect the device up to a USB port that you can use to charge it with. I think it takes about 3 hours to fully charge the Auto Dolly. There's a spare rubber ring, which is actually a spare tire for one of the wheels, and a little hex key that you can use to tighten or loosen the mounting screw. There's a remote control that you use to control all the functions of the Auto Dolly and of course the Auto Dolly itself. There's a mounting screw in the box that you can put in either way up depending on whether you want to mount the camera directly or mount a tripod head to the Auto Dolly. So just bend the wheels out and the Auto Dolly is pretty much ready to go. Switch on with a little slider switch and you can see 3 lights appear which indicate that it's at its highest speed. 3 speeds are available to you and you can cycle through these with either the button on the dolly or the button on the remote control. Bend the wheels out the way to allow the dolly to move in a circle. There are little guides that will help you set both wheels at a similar angle. The dolly will then rotate in a circle, allowing you to create a rotating pan around the object that you're filming. Press the reverse button on either the dolly or the remote and it will move in the opposite direction. There's also a start and stop button on the remote that you can use to end the movement. That clip showed the dolly moving at its slowest speed, and you can use the remote or the button on the dolly to cycle through the 3 speeds. This is showing the dolly moving at the faster of the 3 speeds, which is approximately double the slowest speed. This shows the dolly with my Sony A7R full frame camera mounted on it, and I'm also using a rather large Manfrotto pan and tilt head. The motor makes a high-pitched whine, which you can hear now. But in practice I don't find it too intrusive. The setup is fairly stable when you're using a small lens on your camera, but when you're using a larger or a heavier lens like this 90mm macro, it's still fairly stable, but you need to be careful just about the mounting point, making sure that it doesn't tip forwards with the weight of the lens. Having the lens point in the direction of travel is not really possible if it's a heavier or larger lens. As you can see, it's just really not stable on the dolly, but using a smaller or lighter lens, it's perfectly okay if you're careful. If you're on a good surface, the movement of the dolly is fairly smooth and you don't need to worry about stabilization. This clip is straight out of the camera with no warp stabilizer used. And this shot is a straight pan across the bottle. It's fairly smooth, but a little bit of jitter could be corrected with warp stabilizer in Premiere. This shot is also straight out of camera. The surface is important and it works well on a desktop or a tabletop, but I've found that you can also use it on a fairly flat carpet. Neewer also sell a manual slider to which they say you can add the Auto Dolly in order to get those super smooth pans. Now I've found that it's not 100% stable on that, but I'm going to deal with the whole combination of the Auto Dolly and the slider in a subsequent video. So subscribe to the video darkroom, hit the bell, and then you'll be sure not to miss that video when it is published. So that covers the Neewer Auto Dolly. All the links are in the description if you'd like to browse on Amazon or explore the pricing. I love the kind of shots that you can get with this piece of equipment. It is so cheap and such good value, and I hope you found this review helpful. So if you've enjoyed this video and benefited from it, then please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell and you'll be notified of the new videos as they're uploaded. I'm going to post a new video each week covering Premiere Pro, After Effects, Audition, Photoshop and Lightroom. So if you're interested in learning about these projects, then please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell and get a new video every week.